This is Oilersnation Radio, your one-stop shop for everything Oilers. 1 hour of straight hockey talk with Bagged Milk, Tyler, Liam, Rick, and Dan starts now.
Alrighty, Oilersnation Radio Friday episode. It's a game day edition of the podcast. The gang's all here. Bagged Milk, Tyler, Dan, Rick, Liam. We're here. Rooster on the board. Lots to talk about today as we get ahead of Game 3. First, I'll give a shout out to our friends at Oodle Noodle. You can add 2 green onion cakes, 5 spring rolls, or 6 wontons to your order for just $2 with the purchase of any premium or signature box. Offer available in-store or at oodlenoodle.ca for takeout only. The delicious debate for you guys today, it's going to be an easy one. How concerned are you, if at all, with the way the Oilers have been inconsistent through the first 2 games of this series against the Ducks? Tyler.
Medium. Because I think what we've seen through 2 games is that if the Oilers turn it on and play their best, this matchup won't be particularly close. Like Edmonton at their A, Edmonton at their A-, you could argue, is enough to beat the Ducks concern-free. My concern is that this team for 82 regular season games kept saying, don't worry, we'll be better when it matters. We'll be better down the stretch. And then they went down the stretch and they really didn't get all that better. They said, don't worry, we know when to get better. When it's playoff time, we'll be our best. And now it's playoff time and they still aren't doing their best. So it's kind of one of those like, you can sit here and talk about how much better you're going to be when the time counts or when the games matter most. But they haven't shown so far through 2 games in this series that they can consistently do that.
Dan, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, Tyler, you hit it on the head. It's just that this team has been there's I'm not as critical of them because they can do it and they've shown it in flourishes that they can do it, but like good Lord, that 2-minute period where that power play where they give the puck up to Poling and everything goes wrong from there. I just think that I'm with you, Tyler, where it's like it's not as concerning because I do think that this team can recover from those mistakes and they are just shooting themselves in the foot more than the Ducks are taking over games and running away with it. But it's still concerning because there's lapses and you're going to continue to lapse against a team that's coached by Joe Quenneville and you're going to lose. Rick, what do you got?
I'm not terribly concerned because it's kind of been the way it's gone all year, but I don't think that what we've seen out of the last game has been what we've seen out of the regular season. I think the first game was more of what you've seen out of the regular season, but last game, I think we're at the point where the best players have to lead and be the best players on this team, and they're not right now. That's not going to last very long, and I anticipate that it'll start to correct itself starting tonight. It's the special teams that's really fucking them over right now. If your special teams fixes itself last game, you're probably up 2-0. And we're not having this conversation the same way.
Yeah, the Oilers were.
So this isn't like consistency, what we saw all year. It is consistency because that's just the way the word works, but it's not the same way it's been all year. It's been different. And this is one where I'm like, that's not what this team is. 97 is going to be a hell of a lot better. 93, Hyman's going to be better. Bush will be better. And then we need to get back to, and I was trying to look at the time on ice for everybody, that we need to roll those lines a little bit more because we saw how effective some of them can be when you get them ice time. And I don't think we're getting them that ice time right now.
Would you like to see?
Yes, please.
He said, please, so I'll show you.
Mm-hmm. What is your birthday? It would be nice.
There you go. Time on ice. High was Draisaitl, 24.
That was last game, yeah.
56, low. Lazar.
Yeah, and Connor and Leon, we already know are best at like 21, 22. And I think that somebody like the Doc, Frederick, and Lazar, they're going to be boosted up because of some PK minutes in there, or PK time in there, I believe, right?
Actually, I think was only 5 and 5 minutes last game.
Really?
Which is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Especially when how many draws they were losing at key moments. Like, he can win faceoffs.
Yeah, so the only player to take a penalty kill draw last game was Draisaitl. He took all 4. So that was quite interesting.
It's interesting that, yeah, you're right. Lazard didn't get more of that.
Mm-hmm. He didn't even play on the penalty kill last game.
Liam, what's your take? First 2 games.
Can you repeat the exact question again, please? It's just gone around. There's been some detailed answers.
How concerned are you, if at all, about the Oilers' inconsistent play through the first 2 games?
I don't think I'm really that concerned, to be honest, because I like what Rick said. Like, the power play shows up in one of those games.
They were dash 3 on special
this game too, yeah. Then you're winning. I like the penalty kill. I went and looked, and over the last season especially, the first 2 or 3 games of every series, the penalty kill was ass. And then after that, it just continued to be dominant, to be honest. So like, the penalty kill numbers, I would be curious, I should have done the math, like first 3 games of the series and back 4 games of a series if it went that far, how they ended up. But it seemed like the Oilers take a couple of games to figure everything out on the special teams and then go back.
Can I give you a counterpoint on that?
Sure.
How worried are you that sure they can adjust, but if they're missing both Dickinson and Henrique, the penalty kill might not fix itself?
I think Henrique is obviously a decent loss. Dickinson as well. Dickinson, I was crazy to find out his face-off percentage is 40% on penalty kills this season, which is interesting. And that's a big reason why like Henrique is such a factor. Is because
that both teams combined?
Yeah, that was both teams. He wins so many draws. He was 56% on the draws on the what's it called, the penalty kill. So I think that's a factor. So I'll say on a concern level, maybe like a 3.
Oh, I like that. What's your number, Tyler?
4.5. Like and again, I was someone who was Oilers in 6, and I know last episode I was like, man, you know what? Oilers in 5 sounds good, but that was after game 1.
Whiteboard over
Liam needs a whiteboard to show his work.
Sorry,
So you're
on.
saying after game 1 it was an overreaction to change your answer, and therefore after game 2 would therefore also be an overreaction to change your answer?
No, because after game 1, I sat there and went, holy shit, they won that game where they didn't have their best. They got away with it in the 3rd. No way McDavid's that bad again. No way Bouchard's that bad. No way the power play's that bad again. I had all my numbers. And then game 2 happens and you go, well, maybe the Ducks kind of have something then on figuring out Connor McDavid, right? We all thought it was a given he'd show up in game 2. He didn't. He was actually worse. So then I don't think you can sit there and just say it's a given he's snapping back in game 3.
Didn't you say something about his 2 game? Like he had 1 bad game. You're like, sometimes he'll have 2, but it's that 3rd one where there's a massive difference.
He hasn't been held pointless in 3 straight since November of 2023, the 3 games that got Jay Woodcroft fired.
So I'll go with a yes.
That'll happen.
Yeah. I mean, again,
on the bench right now.
But he does it like McDavid doesn't have back-to-back bad games in the playoffs usually, right? So I don't know. I just think after game 1, I was sitting there saying everything we know about the Oilers in the playoffs. And listen, I'm still betting on them to win the series, obviously. But like after game 1, it was like, here we go. Game 2, the fact that some of those things where they struggled are kind of like confirmed a little bit. Like once you can point to and say, it's a fluke. Off night for McDavid. The 4th line of the Ducks shutting down Connor McDavid. That ain't happening again. Then it happens again, and you suddenly go like, oh, well, if they can do
an even worse game in game 2 than for game 1.
Yeah.
See, and then if you want to look at it in a bit of a positive way, I guess, which really isn't that much fun, but in a game where you're that bad, you were tied 4-4 with. You're right there. You're a goal away. Like I know they lose 6-4. One's an empty netter. One pops the other way. You're up 5-4 instead. You can sneak out playing that bad.
But I would argue that was 4-4 with the Oilers getting the bounces. That Connor Murphy goal, seeing Rister finds its way through. You could say the Trouba one was as well.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same thing as the other guys.
Hyman one where it's like, I don't even think Zach Hyman knew he deflected it.
Oh, I mean, it's
decent tip, sure.
Great tip.
But like, again, I just felt like Anaheim kind of let them back in that game a couple times, and then the Oilers just couldn't deliver the death blow. I felt like the Oilers, again, after game 1.
They were missing 1 punch. So a game that bad that we're sitting there going, that sucked, it feels bad, looked bad, and you're only 1 punch away from winning it.
Yeah, man.
Isn't the end of the world. That's all I'm getting at.
That was my takeaway, too, is that I was like, fuck, they played like shit, but they were right there at the end.
But that's why I feel like that's the game they needed to, like, again, show that you're the veteran team, dig a little, like, you should be sitting there on the bench with 12 minutes to go or 10 minutes to go, whatever it was when Szymanski tied it up.
6.
Oh, 6 minutes to go. Jesus. You should have been sitting there being like, holy shit, they just gave us a gift letting us back in this game. Pedal down, win it. And instead they got sloppy again.
They don't have that mentality ever. And I know it's frustrating as hell because you want to see it a trillion times over the last
inexcusable.
X amount of years. But they're like, we're good enough, we'll get it. We're good enough, we'll get it. And they're usually good enough and get it. It may not be that game per se, but it'll be the series. And yeah, I agree with you. It's frustrating as fuck. But it's kind of what they do.
Confidently wrong.
Just to give my take on the delicious debate, score will be about maybe a 4. It's more of annoyance than concern.
2.7.
Like, the thing that bothers me is the missed details that the Oilers are better at than what we're getting. Like, the perfect example is on the game winner. Matthias Ekholm iced that puck.
That was so silly.
When he had way better options. That's a detail
Before
thing.
that, the Connor McDavid giveaway on the power play,
Detail.
9,000 times worse.
Totally.
If you
100%.
just don't do that, there's a massive change in the game.
100%. I think like ending up -3 on special teams fucking sucks.
Yeah. -1 on the power play.
-1 on the power play. They have gone 6 in a row without a sniff, really. Like, I mean, they were better in game 2 for sure.
Yeah, they got into the zone.
Hey, upgrades. I just think like I'm not overly concerned. At the end of the day, you're in a tie series of a best of 7.
Yeah.
And I picked Oilers in 6. So I didn't think all of the games were going to go our way. So I'm not concerned. We've done this before. They were down 0-2 to LA last year, and they found a way. Now there's work to do. They're on the road, game 3 tonight in Anaheim. But at the same point, tighten up the details. Just play the way you can. Simplify. Stop fucking passing the puck to the middle of the ice when there's 10 guys there.
And that's where, again, Rick, I think that mindset of them being like, we're the Oilers. We always figure it out. They can't think like that. They can't be like, we did it against LA. We'll do it again.
Tell the world's greatest player to change his mindset, or one of the top 5s. I agree with you on that. I agree with you, and it frustrates the hell out of me. But it's almost like that quarterback who throws an interception and there's no reaction on his face. You want to see anger because you're feeling anger, but he's like, I can't get angry. I have to take another snap in 45 seconds. It's very frustrating from our perspective because we have no control over it. But at the same time, you almost don't want to see them getting down on anything.
I want them to play pissed off.
I agree with you.
Like McDavid on that Trouba goal just kind of looks at him and is like, does the little like, oh, and skates past him. Then Trouba scores. And it's like, put your body on the guy. Like, it's the fucking playoffs. Let's go.
I don't disagree with that. I also I think that like in this specific case, it was pretty clear Connor had some other things on his mind. He was not playing at 100%.
He's trying to do too much right now. And I'm like, hey,
I think
figure a way to get him 21 minutes and start rolling some of those other lines. And after that giveaway, I think we had a power play to start the third period. I'm going PP2. Like the fact they put the first power play line out there again, I was
totally
shocked.
I would also say the same thing.
You were shocked?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not shocked at all. That's all they ever do.
But like,
yeah, but you don't really give up those mistakes. And then that you have an opportunity in the playoffs to just go, okay, fine. 30 seconds. You guys like your number 2 line. You have 35 seconds, get out there and do something. Yeah. And you dum-dums.
It's just a little dose of accountability.
I'll throw your own analogy back at you, though.
Please do.
The quarterback throws a pick. Yeah. Does the coach say, backup's going in for the next series? Or do they say, all right, make up for it. Let's go.
If there was only one pick, I agree with you.
But like to Rick's point, which I agree with, now we're talking about 6 power plays in a row.
Yeah, and the backup quarterback doesn't play as often as the PP2 does.
Yeah, I know.
So,
you could argue in Edmonton.
That's fine.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I just kind of like, I think that in that specific case, given the body of work, to quote Jay Downton, a little dose of accountability, like Rick said, 35 seconds. You guys are going to be out there, but they're going to start it.
Yeah, you're going to have to go number 2 this time.
It's just a little pee-pee slap.
Sometimes you got to go number 2.
Sometimes you got to go number 2.
Like Lance in his work truck. Stuck in Fort McMurray.
Good point.
Wow.
Thank God he hasn't ate anything.
All right, we're going to get to Lance Kane here in a second. We're going to derail the show. But first, I got to tell you that for away games.
Can I tell you my math quickly?
Oh, sure,
Just before we end it. So this is last season. I didn't do the cup final because they lost. Just in the series that they won, which is obviously LA, Vegas, and Dallas. First 3 games of the series, 55% on the penalty kill. That was with 29 penalties against, I guess.
Doesn't sound good.
Game 4 to 7, 18 penalties against, 83%. It's pretty good. They only allowed 3 goals last season.
So let's not take any penalties tonight, but on Sunday we can take a whole bundle.
Yeah, that's fine. I know. So based off game 3s from last season, they went 0 for against LA. Then they killed off 2 against Dallas. What was it? Second round. Vegas. Same again against Dallas. So we'll see. There you go. There's all the work if you want to look at home.
For those of you watching along on YouTube.
Yep.
Just to counter, past results don't always predict future results.
No, but this tells me that the team knows how to adapt to series and gradually get better as they go, which we would all agree is the case.
Away games, friends. the Sauce has declared Greta the official playoff headquarters for every single away game.
What's up?
Nothing.
There ain't no party like a nation playoff party. Expect food and drink specials you can't beat, t-shirt tosses, giveaways, games, and a few surprises we've been saving just for nation citizens. Secure your table by texting Greta's hotline 1-587-418-8507. Based on talking to Kennedy this morning, it's looking like a packed house for tonight's Game 3. We're going to derail here a little bit. First of all, happy birthday, Liam.
Thank you.
The big 3-0.
30th birthday.
Yes.
You are now officially on the back half of your life.
If this was the 40s.
Haven't you heard? It's the new 40s, the new 1940s.
The average age must have dropped quite significantly.
So get
Mortality.
your living in. There's not much left.
Yeah, I'm prepared to die.
So carpe diem, as they say, my friend.
Die within well before the body dies.
I think I did that one anyway. To be
I've
fair.
been dying for decades. Then.
The last time life expectancy was under the age of 60, it was actually the 70s. Okay.
Really?
That's when we were
Isn't that when
smoking
you were
Marlboro
born?
Reds like gentlemen.
Damn, 70s.
And the biggest jump came between the 30s and 40s, which was a large jump due to reduced child mortality.
And then it probably dropped again.
Thanks,
in
Jim.
And if I watch,
The, dropped again in the 40s, I would assume.
Shout out vaccines.
remember watching that documentary, The Office. I think it said that the person that is going to live over 100 has already been born.
Oh,
So,
that's a good point.
there you
That
go.
is true. Could be me.
Or no, not over 100. It's over 200. Sorry, over
I'm
200.
like, man,
yeah.
we've had a whole bundle of people live
there's-
over 100.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Making it
It's
to
the-
100.
200 seems like a long time to be alive. That's a lot of years to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people to see die
To be honest, I never want to die.
around you. You never want to die?
No, I'm quite happy to live.
Yeah.
To be fair.
See, I think I think it's fine to live until you start seeing the people that are around you go away. That's
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah,
if you
when
have
you're-
no friends, it's not a
I was going
problem.
to say, making new friends would be the hardest part of living
Yes.
past 100.
When
Yeah.
you're the last guy to go to your buddy's funeral, probably a tough.
You're the only one there.
Yeah, but at the same point, you could shit talk everyone. No one's going to say anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Damn.
And you can tell insane stories because no one's there to tell you wrong.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
Also keeping the podcast in the ditch just for a minute. If you're not following along with Nation
literal
Citizen, Lance Kane, he has been stuck on the highway up to Fort Mac we're pushing 19 hours now.
Oh,
It's insane.
Guy.
So the current update is that a helicopter has landed. There's a video on Lance Kane's Twitter. Go follow him at Lance Kane to provide everybody with a little gas. He was on Oilers Nation every day with the boys today, and you guys kind of went, "What do you do?"
We got an update from Lance. The helicopter flew away from him, did not come to him. They did not have food, just gas.
Oh no!
So poor Lance, man.
That is, come on, are we for real?
How do you not
Let's
bring
get
food?
these people some gas. All right, they're going to be out there a while. That's all you need. Yep, definitely just gas. We
Insane.
have lots of space in this area up here. Anything else? Nope. Should we get
It's
it?
Alberta,
Nope.
man. Where all we do is eat and drink oil. Come on.
I mean, water.
Yeah, a couple of bottles of water, maybe.
Water. I mean, don't even think about food. Just go gas.
How has
They've
it-
been there? Maybe get some water.
You get somebody to run to Superstore and just grab a pack, you know?
One of the many gas
Wait, where did you
stations
say
that
he
will
was?
benefit from these people.
He's on it.
could be
He's
providing
100
them for
kilometers
food.
away from Fort Mac.
And he's going north, but south is fine.
How
No.
many kilometers away, sir?
And
He
it's
said
a
he was 102 kilometers away.
and it's a twin highway, and there's so much snow you can't get through the ditch.
So south is not Charlie. I was gonna be like Uber Eats.
Oh,
Hey, just get him across the highway.
no one's heard of Uber Eats up there. 100 kilometers away. So where would he be?
Highway.
Kilometers away.
Alberta.
On the road.
100 kilometers away from Fort McMurray in any direction. I'm pretty sure is the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably a fair evaluation.
We will
Fort McMurray.
keep checking in with Lance as the podcast goes on, see if he's getting
Jeez,
any
not a big
updates.
town here.
Oh.
100 kilometers away. So say if you're traveling at 100 kilometers an hour.
And you're traveling at the same rate of speed as the other person.
Oh, it depends which way he's going, I guess.
Would
going
you
north.
collide?
Which way?
There's nothing. There's nothing there.
Yeah, he's got to be in one of these towns. Maybe he's by our buddy Clayton.
No, I don't think Clayton's quite that way.
Not quite that way.
Skidoo territory, man. I need to get some skidoos out
Yeah, we
there
gotta get
with
some skidoos
food.
up there.
It's kind of funny. I don't know which way Lance took. Obviously, I'm not there. But But this road on the right, there's a lot of towns there.
Does look like
And then on the one on the left, there's literally one.
He's on Highway 63 as far as I know.
Oh, so he's this one. So he is, he's on the one with one.
So you're saying they should have taken this one.
That looks way better.
I mean, there's a lot more stops, but it's not as straight.
Probably got red lights in every single town.
Damn.
All I know for sure is that it is April 24th, and this is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, this shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, he definitely went that way.
This is crazy.
That's why you always fly. That's why, like, I don't buy these ideas like road trips are so fun. Why?
They're terrible.
Why?
Let's just waste a day.
Why?
Like, Andrew's family is in Kelowna, Penticton.
Fly.
Every time. They're always like, well, think of the peaches we could get back. Well, I don't like peaches, so that's a bad argument for me.
I don't like peaches.
But also, too, you know what else I like? A full day.
My dad used to live in Langley, so I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, he would drive here. Like, that's insane.
Ridiculous.
I will fly there.
an hour.
Travel day is like 3.5 hours. He lives in Medicine Hat now. Travel day is like 6 hours. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is worse.
This is way worse.
Move back, Dad.
Way worse.
They might.
My dad went out for cigarettes and never came back.
This again.
That was my lead the other day. I was like, don't worry, everyone. The Oilers promised us they'd start playing better in the playoffs, just like how my dad always promised me he'd take me on that fishing trip.
Your dad is far nicer than you give him credit for.
I know.
He's a great man.
But it's a bit now. So, and listen, he gets entertainment. So he knows the role he's got to play here.
I'm pretty sure I've hugged Tyler's dad as many times as he has.
That's fine.
All right, back to the Oilers.
Oh my fucking god.
What are you looking at?
I keep clicking the wrong button. My
All right.
fingers have just changed so much since I turned 30.
Well, again, everything's downhill now.
Fine motor skills have already
Yeah,
started.
your motor skills are in decline already.
God,
It's crazy.
It's not good. I'm gonna die.
Crazy. Right before our eyes, Benjamin Buttonen.
I know he said he was fine post game. I know Gregor said he walked out. No boot, nothing.
There's a video of him skating.
I saw the video of Gene had him out on the ice today for the pregame skate. Just any concern about the remnants of Connor McDavid's ankle?
I was concerned in the game. I think it clearly was bothering him.
Totally.
Like they kept doing zoom ins on his face, and it looked like the life had been drained out of
Yeah,
him.
but he always looks like that.
But like he looked like exhausted by the
He
moment.
always looks like that. in
Not
the playoffs.
quite like that. So I was concerned in the moment, but I mean, like
The only thing you don't.
Short, like I don't know what it was. Like I
I
watched it.
have a theory.
Go
I
ahead.
think Ekholm's skate cut his shin.
That's what I think.
Wait, what?
I think Ekholm's skate came
his
back
shin?
and hit him in the front of his shin.
I think it got cut
and then he
too.
Where
kind
the
of
shin
goes
pad
down
is.
at that moment.
Yeah,
Where the shin pad
He like
is.
kind of
said-
drops
Didn't I say
himself
this
out.
to you the other day?
The only reason I disagree on this is because the Oilers waved their doctor in from the stands. And if it was something as simple as like, Connor, what's wrong? Fuck, my shin's cut. They wouldn't be like, hey, we need the doctor in here,
But
please.
Wouldn't they want to make sure that the contusion hadn't hit anything that was
On the front of his shin? Like what?
Well, yeah.
There's a shin pad.
Then their shin pad. I
feel like-
hard
on top of
disagree
the
with this
foot.
theory.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm all in.
I never once heard that, saw that, or anything. So this is the first time.
because and the
this.
only reason I think of that is
Oh my
because that
gosh.
is something that you can definitely come back from.
Yeah.
It's not going to hold you out, but it also would be a very like, oh crap, have I hurt something? Is there something cut that might be
Like,
further?
what's wrong with me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think
no way.
No way.
I'm all out. I'm out, Dan.
I tried.
Sorry, I was
I
all
just-
in, but now I'm out.
Like McDavid said after, I think he just got rolled up on. And if you've ever like rolled your ankle or something like that in a sport, you kind of have like those few minutes where the first few steps you're like, oh my God, what did I just do? And then you go to the tunnel, you walk it off,
But
and
it's not
like,
even like that big of a roll up. Like,
that's what I mean. I think he just tweaked it.
yeah.
I take everything back. I just watched
I
it in
did
slow mo.
I did see though before Ocho Cinco's talked about
cut that out.
ankle sprains.
Yeah.
And ankle sprains. And
Make
what
a
he
clip
did
out
to
of it.
avoid them, he had put his ankle in urine the next day.
All right, Connor, we know what we got to do.
We're pissing.
Hashtag piss for Connor.
Okay. We're
What we
pissing.
gotta do.
Let's get some waters for everyone.
Now, I feel like somebody really played a prank on him. That's like, listen, if you soak that in piss, it'll help. And he's like, really? Totally.
Ocho Cinco will tell you he's never had one. And he did it.
The thing I guess with an ankle, at least you can like really tape the shit out of it and like lock it in.
So when you're watching the video today, there's a lot of short, choppy crossovers. I didn't see anywhere where he takes a powerful stride off that right foot. But he really wasn't. That wasn't what he was doing out there. He was wherever he was messing around was he turns and whatnot. But there didn't look to be any type of hesitation in that ankle at all.
I guess it's just kind of lucky if it was like a minor roll, like he says it was, if that is what it is. Because, you know, I've rolled my ankle the opposite way in the sense where it was not a minor one and you're fucked.
Well, I know it's just once you get that skate off.
Well, that's what I was worried about is you take that. I was just like, you got to leave it on until June, Connor.
Yeah.
Just take the blades off.
No, he doesn't. He keeps his steel in
I
there.
know. We're going to have to get those rivets out.
He needs a skate guard and just walk
We're
around
going to have to
with
take
it.
the rivets out.
If there was anything to be concerned about, I don't think we would have seen him on the ice this morning.
He wouldn't have skated today.
Yeah, like if there was something in the ankle,
Or he would have done a little and off.
If there was something in the ankle where it's going to take so much, like even if he was going to play tonight and his ankle was bothering him so much that it takes all this work to get it ready, they would have been like, hey, don't take morning skate.
I agree.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Hyperbaric chamber. They load that up on the plane.
Yeah.
just have to live in
Someone damn me was like, I saw him in the airport wearing a walking boot. It's like, even if he was, the pressure changes. Nothing would concern me. Connor's fine.
As he's walking past the Ducks, probably had a big limp in there too.
He has two guys help him.
Oh yeah, that's now a little gamesmanship. He's got the full,
Also, if he was
on a gurney.
he's on the full Forrest Gump braces on his legs.
If he was walking through the airport with a walking boot on, there would be at least 34 different fucking photos out there.
Oh yeah.
Remember when Chris Tanev?
Remember when Andre Sakara?
Old sexy red.
Sexy Reg. Well, let's talk about a different mess then. We're not going to do a lot of time on it. Everybody's giving their piece, although Rick probably hasn't publicly. I'll start with you, buddy.
Okay.
The chicken/duck on the ice. Go ahead.
All right, bad timing. First of all, if you're gonna,
To say the least.
I am a traditionalist. I love the fucking octopus. Also, 2006. Big fan of the beef. I understand right now, price of beef through the roof. It's easy to do chicken. Whatever, get over it, spend the money. However, if you're going to do it, do the right thing. Throw a fucking duck. Whether it be a rubber or a reel, I don't really
Cost
care.
of beef.
Do the duck. That's what it is. Also, then it's timing. It's like Liam and his wave thing.
Agreed.
Before the game is usually when you get her done. Maybe after a goal or something like that. Before a puck drop or whatever. But at that exact time, no, that was dumb.
Before the game, like that's when Chris Sheets used to throw the steak. Okay.
Yeah.
The octopus comes out before the game. The catfish in Nashville comes out before the game. That's the time. I'm not saying you should throw shit on the ice. Don't do that.
And I'm not saying you shouldn't bring a rotisserie chicken to the game.
That's
Honestly,
just good
with
snacking.
With the price of everything nowadays, I honestly, he didn't eat enough of it. There was still time left in that game. Share it with the people around you.
And like the second period was dreadful. That's the time.
I would have taken a handful.
Throw it at the goalie.
Wanye had a great. Well, Wanye was 100% correct yesterday on Real Life, and he goes, "Listen, if I had a rotisserie chicken sitting with me 2.5 periods, most of that thing's gone by the time the third period rolls around."
It's just
It's
carcass.
it's a tough thing to hold on to for that long. I feel like it's a thing you want to get rid of early. Right?
Or you want to eat it.
Or eat it.
And then
it's
Tyler-
warm, it might keep it nice. It might be a little warm area in your little jacket. See, you're thinking about it.
No, I am thinking how gross my sweater would be.
No. So I was considering I'd have the starter pullover with the big pocket right there. So if you put it in a bag inside that pocket, you're not getting tapped down anywhere. It's keeping you nice and warm. Probably in a nice place to like just pinch some snacks all day.
Just grab a little of the leg, a little dark meat every now and then.
When you're done.
I also like the idea that Tyler said yesterday that for 2 periods, people around were probably been like, I smell roast chicken.
Oh my God.
It smells delicious.
Like someone came back to their seat after the first intermission and was like, it still smells like roast chicken here. And this guy's just like, oh, fuck. Now I definitely can't throw this. Oh, no, it's me.
I have. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, what was that comedian called? He did the zip line in.
Oh, Tim Robinson.
This feels like a Tim Robinson thing. He's like, "Fuck, they found I had roast chicken. What do I do? What do I do?
What if he
I'm
didn't?
gonna throw it."
Yeah, I was gonna say he forgot he brought it. He's sitting there. He's like, "Oh fuck, that's me with the roast." Then it's finally 5 minutes left in the third period. The whole section's like, "God, it still stinks," and he's like, "I gotta get rid of this fucking thing." I'm out.
That's way funnier than what I was going to say. I was just going to bring up the fact that, like, does anybody else that's attending the games now not a little bit concerned about what security is allowing into the arena?
I mean, I think that's a fair point.
I think, like, for fans that don't go to the games, like, we've shifted from the traditional security system to now a artificial intelligence security system.
But there was no fucking system back in the day either, so that's not a big thing either. At
Well-
Rogers, at Rexall, There was nothing.
Well, yeah, but at least you'd have security
Do you
guards.
remember when
that
they
were
brought the
looking for
metal
that stuff.
detectors to Rexall and everybody's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is insane.
I can't bring my butcher's knife now. Damn it.
How am I supposed to eat my roast chicken?
I'm just really concerned about what has been slipped in. But I mean, I was also thinking about you could just bring your own chicken and then just stuff stuff into the chicken. Who knows, right?
I'm
They're not
also
gonna
old
catch
enough
you.
that I was hoping, like, if you have a roast chicken, that you have some kind of Mr. Bean thing where you've got condiments in this pocket and then you've got the lettuce in this pocket. You spin it around in the sock. The best part about it, though, the funny thing to me, again, don't throw shit on the ice. I think you're a moron. Getting caught in 4K is hilarious.
Yeah, that's rough, man.
And getting sunned by the fucking dude in the orange NHL All-Star jersey. Because I was at the game, and after he threw it,
him?
that guy in the orange jersey had him like horse collar grabbed. Like, you are not going anywhere. Like, I'm making sure everyone knows it's you.
What an idiot.
Just the look of disappointment on the All-Star jersey guy's
See, this
face.
guy looks like he's cheering too much. Like he's like throwing it out there and like
It wasn't
taking
even a good
bow.
throw.
If you're gonna do it, you need to launch it
Run for your
and turn
life.
and go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
You gotta go and you gotta get low because
Yeah.
they're all kind of grabbing you high. Get underneath the grab.
You gotta be
Thought about
slippery.
this. You've thought about this too much. You've read that a few places, haven't you?
I've thrown one thing on the ice, and it was a hat. And never
That's the only
once-
acceptable thing.
I've never even gone that far.
I watched
Too
a
much
guy.
respect.
I watched a guy during the QMJHL playoffs throw one of those like fans, the foldable paper fans,
yeah.
and man, like that is so dangerous to me. Like a white fan landing on the ice where in the defensive zone while the play was going on, it was super dangerous.
I just think, like,
Danger.
don't throw shit on the ice.
Yeah.
Or, if you want to do the steak thing,
Do it properly.
do it right.
Have you ever seen a player get hit by one? Like, imagine if the player was
Just took a full chicken.
all of a sudden.
If McDavid got hit by a full chicken, he'd probably request a trade on the spot. Like, that's the liquor store stuff and the pictures in different areas. He's like, that's fine. He got hit with a chicken. It'd be like Patrick Waugh that time. He'd skate to the bench and be like, trade me. I'm fucking done.
Just a steak slapping you on the side of the face. Oh, that would be funny. The nachos was another one. You're right.
Yeah, the nachos.
Yeah.
Those were assist nachos, though.
Yeah.
We really got to stop this.
The
guys.
waffles in Toronto.
Is that right?
Yeah, they threw Eggo waffles on
That
the
was
ice.
when they stunk, yeah.
Well, still doing it.
Although you go back far enough with Ottawa when they were throwing the hamburgers on the ice for hamburger.
Yeah, that was
after
After the game.
Also, if you go back way far enough, they were throwing O. Henry's on the field for the Expos.
Or if you go back again, Philly fans just throwing batteries at people.
That's Santa.
for giving away batteries. That was your decision, Philadelphia.
Moral of the story, don't throw shit on the ice. All right. Second mess we got to clean up. Let's talk about the special teams. Tyler?
Yep.
First, power play. The Oilers' historically good power play. Generally a strong point for the team so far through 2 games. 0 for 6, including a shorty against in game 2. First thought that comes to your mind with fixing just the struggles on the power play.
I think they need to rethink how they enter the zone. I think they're a little too predictable here and I get last game they tried it was no longer just Boosh dropping it to McDavid. They were doing the Boosh to Draisaitl, then he kind of runs like almost
Chooses when to
like an
drop
option
it.
route. He was
Yeah.
either dropping it or a few times he took it in himself.
Or waits till-
I think they could probably simplify it even more and just try to, as much as they are the sexy, flashy Oilers, timing a really good rim around the boards and having a guy with speed on the other side there to pick it up. I think that could throw off the Ducks because, again, Jay Woodcroft's on the other side of this matchup. If anyone would know how to coach against the Oilers power play, it's a guy who coached the Oilers power play when it was the best power play in the NHL. I know Gallitson had a lot to do with that, but still, well, Woodcroft was there. It was his team. Like, I think you need to try get a little creative here. And, to use a baseball analogy, you need to find another pitch to add into the mix here. Cause I think they're hitting your fastball. They're hitting your slider. You got to give them something else. So I just want to see them get a little bit more creative.
Yeah, I think that for me, the Ducks have realized what a lot of teams have realized for like a guy like Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, is that they are superhuman, but if you take their stick away from them, then they can't do anything. They need a stick to continue to play the game of hockey. So yeah, I agree. I think changing it up is super important. I don't think that the Ducks are going to give up on that style of just even slashing. They're getting to the point of slashing the stick, but McDavid's strong enough to hold on to it, and then he's not going to drop it. It's not going to break. So they know it. They understand it. They're just disrupting, and it's going to continue.
Rick, what do you got?
Simplify it. I know you got to find your way to get into the zone, but once you're in there, couple passes down low, get it up top to Bush and get a shot on net, get both other guys towards the net, crash the net, and just simplify it for not even a whole game. One or two. And all of a sudden, they're going to start biting on the shot attempt, and it opens up your passes again.
Liam, what do you got?
I think the power play was better last game.
It was better.
I
Still
don't think
over.
they scored. So I think, honestly, if they do what they did last game, they should get a goal. They got to get pucks to the front of the net, which they did a few times. Draisaitl had a really good chance as well, and I think Dostal made a good save. Like, maybe just a bit crisper on the passing with some speed, but like, going back, watching a few of them here, like, they're right on the doorstep of them wide open chances. They're just not converting. So I think it's literally just a conversion issue, not necessarily like the system issue. And the penalty kill, ass. No helping till after game 3.
Straight buns, as the kids would say.
Do they say that now?
Yeah.
Straight buns.
Right, Reese? Thank you.
One
Reese
thing
says
with
yes.
that
Reese.
number, those numbers we were doing, Liam, is were we always the team that was the home team in those 2 games, or
No, they were the road team in Vegas and Dallas. And LA.
got it?
Actually, yeah, all 3.
Because to me that's the concern, is that if the trend continues this way with the face-off losses and the way that they've been ass on the penalty kill, it's only going to get worse as we head to Anaheim and they get the last change.
For me, the thing with the power play is, like Tyler said, they need to mix more pitches in, because right now I think they're telegraphing what they want to do a little bit too much. I think Anaheim's done a really good job of clogging the middle of the ice. The Oilers are trying to do that pass where it goes from the goal line to the goal mouth to Hyman or whoever's there, and I love it. Or they're trying to sneak it through to Leon. Again, I love it. But we haven't seen one like nude shot from the left side where he just zips it. Mm-hmm. Kind of create some different options and some different looks and some different kind of points of pressure on the Ducks that, like Rick said, will open up that cross seam pass to Leon. Because if they don't think Nuge is ever going to shoot from the left side or Connor's going to shoot from the left side, they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
And I think like going back to those multi-pitch at bats, if we're using baseball analogies, is probably going to open up some of their options that they would prefer to have in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So last game 1, this must be right. The Oilers had 3 shots on goal on the power play.
Well, they couldn't even get in.
In game 2, they had 11.
Yep.
Things were changing. 4 of those shots were right in front of the goal mouth.
Yeah.
No, you're right,
Call
though.
it 5.
Nothing 5. Clearly, that
Close
is in
enough.
this zone, Rick.
Yeah,
that was
close enough.
Draisaitl's at one time a shot.
Yeah.
But you're right, though. They didn't have anything on the Nugent Hopkins side.
Yeah, so just like different looks. Like Nuge, you got a great shot, buddy. Rip it.
Only 3 from the top, 2 from Bouchard, and only 1 hit the net.
Well, that was another
He's
thing.
got to like tone it down to 87%. Because when he puts a little less power on it, it's usually when it finds the back of the net.
Well, that was another thing too. They were missing the net a ton in game 2.
And if these guys are going to stand in front of you, close your eyes, shoot as hard as you can right at them.
Scream
And scream.
as you do it. God, that would be
Just higher than the shin pads though. Make it count.
I was watching some with Brett Hall, and he said the same thing. He's like, when I knew they were going to stand in front of me, he's like, I would just shoot it at them as hard as I possibly could.
We had
Do it again. Stand there again next time.
We had Landon Ferraro say the exact same thing to us. So I think it's
100%,
funny.
man.
He was like, hey, he's like, if guys are going to block shots, you need to make them like, he's like, not that you want to like injure anyone, but like they should feel it. And you should be like, all right, if you want to do that, I'm liable to throw it at your chest.
And the same thing goes to dumping the puck in the corner. If the defenseman's going to go back there and hit him. Same fucking thing.
Pods has been doing it great. Not a few too many passengers.
If you want to get back to one old guy, Bobby Hall used to go down. His first shot on goal would be by the ear of the goaltender. His next shot, right along the ice.
And that's about all we want to talk about Bobby Hull with.
Well, it's a little more hockey stuff.
Is that Tyler?
You can look that up in your own time.
Yeah. That is for you to do your own research.
People frantically Google searching as they're listening to the podcast.
All right, everybody, did you Google
all the
search it?
ideas
All
when you
right, back to the program. The other thing I want to talk about, the PK stinks. Like, it is what it is. I want to talk about Jason Dickinson. He's been ruled a game time decision for tonight. Having him out for game 2 is a big loss. I know we talked about
Down 2 goals.
the PK percentage, or the face-off percentage, sorry. He also just brings like a tenaciousness and a grittiness to the bottom 6 that I think they really missed in game 2.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think he's playing tonight just because if he was 50-50 for game 2, couldn't go, you'd think if he had gotten better enough to play in game 3, he would have been out there and like skating. So I'm a little bit hesitant and down on him playing, but they miss him, man. And like the combination of missing both him and Henrique, as much as Szymanski's been great at 5-on-5, scored a beauty last game. They miss him on the penalty kill. So yeah.
I think they miss him on the forecheck too. I think they miss him just being annoying out there in the best possible way.
Just being what the Oilers got him for. Like, he's a good, effective bottom sixer.
If he was 50-50, if he was honestly 50-50 to play last game, I think he plays tonight.
I think so too.
Did he do the morning skate for game 1?
No.
He's not out there with the Lions. If he was legit 50-50, then I think he finds the way out there tonight, because you saw whatever he had at the end of the year, and he was like, it was going to take a miracle from not to be playing in that first game. Like, if he was actually 50-50 2 days ago, I think he plays today.
I hope so.
So if he doesn't play today, then I'd be a little bit more worried about the whole series.
Looking at the line combos from morning skate, these are courtesy of Tony Brock. Oh, Tony's been tweeting a lot today. Here we go.
Busy man.
Top line. I think we were talking about this yesterday at the office, and it's kind of exactly what we thought was going to happen. Nuge moved up to the first line with McDavid and Hyman. Second line stays the same with Puckholes and Draisaitl, Kapanen, Savoy, Szymanski, Roslovic's the third line, Doc, Lazar, Frederick. Thoughts on the forward group?
I think it's good. I think our first line, let's call it the get-going line here.
Absolutely.
I think Nuge has been very poor, to be honest. That goal, when you look back at it, the Troy Terry goal to start the second period the other night, kind of comes as a bit of a result from Nuge not bad checking and leaving his guy wide open too. So he's not provided a lot of offense. I think that line of him, McDavid, and Hyman was one of the best in the NHL, if not the best, at a certain point in the season. So they need to get some rhythm. Probably helps McDavid a little bit. On top of that, I think Savoy, Roslovic, and Szymanski was easily the Oilers' best line the other night too, when they played only the third period together.
And Pod's drag, Kapanen's been effective so far as well.
Yep. And I think the fourth line is just not really done much, but obviously what are you going to change?
What I would change a little bit, and I'll tell you with the fourth line, I'd love to see them start a period.
Sure.
I'd love to see them go out and set the tone. I'd love to see Colton Dock go out and throw a hit, cause some chaos, be an absolute maniac.
I wanted to fight in game 2 so bad. When that building was quiet in the second period, I was like, Freddie, Doc, like, this is where you could say you made like a tangible difference in the game. Like, go fucking smoke someone, slash him in the back of the leg, grab him, beat the hell out of him.
There's the caveman coming out of you.
I just think it's the playoffs, and that shit actually matters. Over
agree with
82,
you.
I'm willing to dismiss it. Mr. Hockey Fights.
It feels like the West Conference has not had the same level of animosity to it.
Do you think it's because of
used to
different officiating?
Vegas, to be fair, Vegas and Utah. Was
but there's a lot of talk there. There's just not a lot of stuff behind
Have we
it
got
yet.
any tilts in the East?
Yeah, we've got
Slavkovsky,
three tilts.
Oh, yeah,
now
that was
in
a
the
good
East.
Kachuk and Stahl.
And then the Sabres and the Bruins also had a tilt.
Which is hilarious, because there were 11 guys in the box at one point in the Pittsburgh Flyers game, all 6 and 5, and that was a result from 0 fights.
Yes. There was a bunch of scrums.
Easy.
A lot of scrums.
11 was awesome
and a dive.
to see, though.
It
Those
But what I
beds
do
was
like is-
penalty where the player boxes were empty.
The idea of everybody in the pile.
Yeah.
I like that.
But I still think we're getting officiated differently than the other side. There's more animosity, and it's being allowed to come out more in the other side. Where here, they're quick to call penalties.
I just haven't seen even the between the whistle stuff to say that they've really picked one guy out of a crowd.
I think part of it
did
is
the last game when they
Darnell.
The Darnell thing was the game 1, but the last game someone had their helmet ripped off, and
Hellison went to the box.
he picked him up
But that's
right
an
away.
automatic penalty.
It is,
Yeah.
but it was.
They're taking the first guy in the scrum.
Yeah, I mean that's still a
guess,
thing in the playoffs. You might get away with that.
By the way, I don't know that I've ever seen 2 of those in one game. The helmet penalty?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Strategy.
Keep it going. See if you can get 3 tonight.
Absolutely. Shake that thing off. That's the rolly move.
It really is. Pissed off so many people. It's awesome.
100%. I loved it. Deep pairings, just to wrap up the line combos, is still Eck, Bouchard, Nurse Murphy, Walman, Emberson. I've really liked how Jake Walman's played through the first
Best
2
hockey
games.
he's played all year.
He's back.
It has been so nice to see him moving the puck, dancing around. He's skating well.
There's that meme where it's like, we got Jake Walman back to being a real NHL defenseman. Then it's like, but at what cost? And it's Bouchard. It's like, damn it.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about Bouch. He'll figure it out.
Yep.
Not saying he's been fantastic. I don't think he has, but I also
but there's-
believe that he can figure it out.
There's a couple of guys in that first line that need to figure it out.
He's the definition of what you were talking about earlier, where it's like ice in his veins and it's too much ice. Too much. He's just too chill.
Yeah.
Another question I wanted to ask you guys. A lot of this, especially after game 2, not so much after game 1, but thoughts on Joel Quenneville outcoaching Chris Knobloch, Liam?
My thoughts.
Yep.
I don't think it's happened.
I agree.
don't think either coach is like an edge in this series right now.
No.
The series is tied at 1.
Yes.
The Oilers are beating them at 5-5. Anaheim's beating the Oilers on the special teams. Like, I just don't really see the narrative around it. I mean, if someone disagrees, please let me know.
It's people that don't like Knobloch. And there's a couple
and
things.
To be honest, I don't really like Knobloch half the time.
There's a couple of things I would like to see Knobloch do differently or try and change with the team, but I don't think the other coach is out coaching him.
There's some things that are happening for sure that are like maybe bad decisions. Like, I don't know why Hyman played on the penalty kill last game. He's played like 2 minutes all season. It's like, why did you play him and like not play Savoy more or play
Curtis
Lazar more? Like, you have that body there to play them. So I don't understand that side of things. But like, where is he being out coached? Like, because people are pointing at like, oh, well, McDavid he's not doing well against the fourth line. So, okay, well, that feels like a McDavid issue, not a Knobloch issue. Because I would also play McDavid against a defenseman that is now a forward.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. Like, what's that guy's name? Washi?
Yeah.
He's playing great, don't get me wrong, but like, who is that guy? Like, how is Connor McDavid not performing better than him? And I don't understand the idea of like, well, he just keeps doing it. It's like, okay, well, what do you want him to do? Go up against Leo Carlson every shift? Because he's going to have to do that for probably the next 2 games anyway.
I think that the Oilers are the victims of being able to say that they're outcoached because a lot of everything runs through McDavid and Draisaitl.
Sure.
And if they're shut down, we're going to give credit to Jay Woodcroft because he's on the other side of the ice and we've seen him with this Oilers team, you know, like, and so I think I understand where the sentiment is coming from, just more so the fact that people can point to things on the Oilers that we aren't doing well and you can draw a correlation to something that the Blackhawks are doing to stop that. Like I said earlier with the Sticks or the Ducks. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Quenneville.
And that's great.
Correlation is funky to get there.
And you're right. That's totally fair. And then just flip it the other way.
Yes.
Okay, the Oilers have allowed 4 5-5 goals. One of the goals last game was because Connor McDavid just flopped it right to a guy on the other team. Like,
Classic
how
Connor.
is that a coaching issue?
Yeah.
Like,
Obviously
again,
told to do it.
if you go back and watch any, like multiple episodes of O&E throughout the year, I've been hard on Knobloch. I wondered if he should get fired at some point this year. But right now, I can't look at it. The series is tied at 1. The Oilers, like, while there is a narrative that Anaheim doesn't have a lot of experience, they actually have a ton of experience. That guy behind the bench who is out coaching Knobloch has 3 Stanley Cup rings, for goodness sakes. Like, he's not just going to sit there too and just, oh, what do I do next? Like, this isn't Jim Hiller we're talking about here. So
I miss him.
Yeah, me too. Because DJ Smith seems to like he's doing a half decent job this series. But anyway, like, I just don't get it. Like, what do you think? But they like, you know what I mean? Like, is they play? You're right.
I don't.
Visually better.
I think that when mistakes happen on the ice and the coach gets the blame for it, that it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Chris Knobloch, whatever your opinion is on him, did not tell Connor to do a backhand pass on the power play.
Well, you don't know he didn't call for the penalty or for the pass on the bench.
Knobloch said there. He's like, fuck, I thought that'd work.
He just waves his hand in the air. Connor, hit me up.
God damn it.
I just think there are things that have going wrong that is poor execution, not a poor plan.
That is the exact word right there. Execution. That is the issue. That is why it's 1-1 right now. Fix your execution. We'd be up 2-0 and it wouldn't be snowing right now.
Like, I think if you go through and look at the goals against, and sure, everyone is right when they say the penalty kill is stunk, and that is clearly an issue, and they need to figure that out. But like, you look through the 5-on-5 goals, and you're right. It's just like guys aren't executing.
Yeah.
Like, the game-winning goal last game comes from a deflected shot, which then hits Ingram, which Bouchard tries to clear, and it goes off Draisaitl's ankle and falls right to Katagoche. Like, how is that anybody's fault? Besides, like, is a bit unlucky. Maybe Bouchard should have put it more to the boards, whatever. But like, that's not the coach. That's a player execution.
I think that this is just like, I think it's like a sports conversation in general, and it's like the underdog versus the overdog, the
point
favorite.
at something as the reason, where sometimes luck and bounces actually do determine a game.
And for me, like the Oilers have like a Knobloch has a higher ceiling to have things be handed out to other people on the team because there's a lot of superstars and a lot of talent there. Whereas where Quenneville comes into this as the underdog, he sees positive results. We're like, it must be Joel Quenneville that had some kind of effect on that. I think that as the series rolls on, we see something like you're talking about here with the penalty kill improving. We point to that. We say, Knobloch has coached that better and coached that back into a position. By the end of the series, I don't think we'll be talking about this as a narrative, but if things continue the way that they are on the penalty kill is disastrous, 100%. Our power play can't never get anything going, sure, then it's a conversation.
Yeah, I just need more time.
Yes.
It's been 2 games in the series.
But even if your power play doesn't get going, it's not necessarily being out-coached. It's the guys on the ice making the decisions.
It's instincts. It's a lot of quick, especially the Oilers with how good they are. And like, that's the other thing I will say with the Oilers power play is like, sometimes it can look really bad because almost like Bouchard at 5-on-5, they are trying plays that have and they're so good at executing them usually. But like when you're trying this perfectly timed seam pass and it doesn't work,
it can look really bad.
It can look really bad versus when you watch like other teams, it's like they sit there and they cycle the puck around the outside for 40 seconds, then settle for a shot from the outside. And it's like, you basically never see the Oilers do that because they go out there thinking we're generating great A's and trying to score. We're not settling for the other stuff, which at times can be frustrating. I get that. But again, sometimes these 2-game stretches, like I laughed. We had Adam on from Capital GMC today, and we asked him, we said, predict how many points McDavid will get in the next 2 games. And he looks at us, he goes, 8. And I laughed. I'm like, can you imagine if tonight McDavid just had like 5 points and we got to do the show on Tuesday? They're up 3-1. He has 8 points in the series. And we're like, well.
I never bounced to 6.
Before we move on to the betting segment, I just want to give a shout out to the t-shirt Dan's wearing right now. Let the Goalies Fights tees are available for hockey fights at nationgear.ca. Go get yourself some threads. We got 2 flavors. The black one that Dan's wearing and then a white one.
There's more to come.
When we were at
fights.
the River Cree for our draft party, there was a beer league game happening on the ice right in front of us. Almost a goalie fight.
No kidding.
Yeah, one goalie that was probably 6'6", and another goalie who was 5'10",
5'6".
The short goalie was like out at his own blue line, like waving him. Like, let's go.
And you guys just stop the draft and start banging on the glass. That's
I can't
awesome.
believe it.
It is the year of the goalie fights.
What if we had 3 this year?
Yes, 3 in the NHL, and that doesn't count. Everywhere else that just seem to have had them spike up.
Thank God.
Let's talk a little betting, friends. You can check out Bet365's a 3-goal early payout. When your team goes up 3, you get paid. It's that simple. Download the app today. Must be 19 years old or older. Please play responsibly. Couple of things working through the mains. The Oilers on the money line are favored despite being on the road at -130. The Ducks are +110. Obviously, the betting public still believes in the Oilers on that line. The puck line, if you're feeling frisky, for the Oilers to win by 2 or more, -1.5 is +165. The Ducks cover that as -200. Over-under tonight is set at 6.5. Over that is -150. Under is +125. Gentlemen, I saw your bets on ONE today. Interesting. Couple that I would like to offer you. Connor McDavid, anytime goal. This is not continuing. That is even money. I am sprinkling a McDavid anytime goal tonight. Leon Draisaitl 2 points is +110. I also really like that one. Tyler, Liam, what do you guys have on the show?
Tyler?
I had a big boy cooked up. I went with... Where did I send Aaron my bet? What day is it today? The 24th? Mm-hmm. I had Connor McDavid 2 points. Oilers win. McDavid 4 shots. Hyman 3 shots. Kapanen 2 shots. Cheeks has been ripping the puck, so I'm in on that.
I did Oilers over 3.5 goals. Podkolzin 2+ shots. Walman 2+ shots. And Connor McDavid 2+ shots for +450. Liam's birthday bump, they're calling it.
I like it. Watch out, Bet365.
Yeah.
Dan or Rick, you got anything for today?
I have Draisaitl and McDavid at 4 shots each, and the Oilers at -1.5.
Ooh, frisky. I like this.
Daniel.
Dan's out
the
there.
Superstars are coming.
Nothing yet. We'll look around dinner time.
All right.
What time is
Good dinner activity. What time's dinner time for you?
Probably like 5-ish.
5-ish.
Yeah.
That was
I'll be in bed
+850, by
by
the way.
9.
Nice. +850.
Puck drop is like 8.
It's
Jay
coming
told
for
us
you,
he
buddy.
watches the
Rick's
game.
bedtime is probably 9 a.m. tomorrow if they
it's
play
gonna be a
good.
long weekend.
Oh, Rick.
You can check out Bet365 3-goal early payout. When your team goes up 3, you get paid. It's just that simple. Download the app today. Must be 19 years old or older. Please play responsibly.
Were you busy for St. George's Day yesterday?
I was busy sitting on the couch doing nothing, watching the NFL draft.
Wow, it's a bit disrespectful.
I thought that's what George wants me to do.
We did an AI image of George killing ducks yesterday.
No, in an Oilers or an orange and blue sweater.
Yeah, an orange and blue sweater.
Couldn't get a real one.
Didn't need to. And that is Queen
Oh,
Elizabeth.
that looks bad.
Badass.
Well, it kind of looks like he's pointing the gun at her head.
Oh, yeah. Whoopsies.
She's dead. It's fine.
Habs fan.
All right, fellas, ask the idiots. We got to rip through these. Our boy Rooster's got a heart out.
Oh, no. What time?
2 minutes ago.
Okay, he said he's not in a rush. We're good. Ask the Idiots is presented by Swiss Donaire, home of the old school Donaire with options if you want some flair. Open for 25 years, now 7 days a week. Pride in the North Side. Swiss Donaire is great for your events at home or the office. Check out their location at 8308 144th Ave Northwest. Order online at swissdonaire.com. First question. I'll start with you, Liam. Birthday boy.
Oh, God.
It's an easy one. How have the first 2 games against the Ducks affected your initial series prediction, if at all? That one comes in from Mark.
0. I said Oilers in 6. So I expected them to lose. And I refused to ride the wave. Ride the wave.
What do you mean?
Which
Well,
wave?
like, I'm not just going to ride my emotions all the way to a Stanley Cup final.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're not going to win 16 games in a row.
I thought they might.
I think some people did.
Yeah, they really do. Based on the reaction after game 2, like, holy cow.
It's almost like no one else has been on the run the last few years.
Yeah.
Like there's been so many times where we thought it was over.
So many. And I wrote about it today. There was just like going through other series. Like they were down 2-1 against Dallas, 3-2 against Vancouver, down 2-0 against LA. It's just like
You might want to remind people of these.
they all won.
There was a lot of white flags getting thrown in after game 2. I was stunned.
We are not Leaves fans.
Rick, how have the first 2 games affected your prediction? If
a little annoyed with losing the second one because winning both at home would have been much nicer. But I said Oilers in 5, therefore you have to lose 1, and they have lost 1. Now you win 3 more, and you win in 5, just like I predicted.
Dan, you had the brooms out.
I am a little bit more than a little bit annoyed, but just because from a standpoint of, I do truly believe that this team is capable of sweeping this Ducks franchise, but they didn't do it. So I will make a slight adjustment and add 1 game to my prediction.
What do you got, Tyler?
I mean, yeah, it was Oilers in 6, so they're gonna have one more shit burger here. I just really hope it's not tonight, because then there is a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, I had Oilers in 6. Doesn't affect anything for me.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Reversing the order, Tyler, you're up. I mean, we kind of covered this one already, but we'll just rip through it. What is one issue specifically on the power play that is causing the issues? That one comes in from Jackson.
Yeah, I kind of said my piece already. It's the zone entries for me.
Yeah, I think it's just forcing the puck to McDavid and Draisaitl in spots where the Ducks are getting their sticks engaged with Leon and Connor's sticks.
Choices with the puck.
Not putting the puck in the net.
Wow.
That is a problem.
Like they've literally
I
had
didn't think of that.
tap-ins on the goal line that they could not convert on.
To me, this is what I said before. We need different shots coming from different zones to open up those passes that you want to see. Like Nooch, again, you zip that, buddy. From that left side, you can hit your spot on the blocker side. You can hit the far side. Different shots will open up those lanes.
Don't forget how Dickinson scored that 1 goal. Just
Which
that
one?
shot by
Off the
Ekholm
pads.
off the pads, bang it home.
All right. This is one that I saw on Twitter, and then I got emailed this one, so I thought I would ask you guys. Rick, I'll start with you. Do you think that Jay Woodcroft being on the Ducks coaching staff is a bigger problem than we may have expected pre-series? That one comes in from Paul.
No.
Dan?
We've seen this team. Everyone's seen this team. Everyone has the tape. There's nothing that Jay Woodcroft saw from behind closed doors that we don't know, that everyone else in this league doesn't know. And also, I don't know if he even works with their PK. So if he doesn't work with their PK, he's not shutting down their fucking power play.
Dan, what do you got?
I give him credit. I think that you can't deny the fact that he was the coach of this team and this core specifically that had an amazing power play under him. I don't think that means that it's broken forever, but
Did he run the power
I
play?
give him some credit for.
I mean, head coach, yeah. Gulletson ran it, but Woodcroft would be involved.
The final say.
Tyler, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm medium, probably between Dan and Rick, where like he probably deserves some credit for like giving some insight into like, hey, here's how I think you can shut down Connor McDavid, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, the Oilers are fucked because Woodcroft coaches the other team.
Liam, what do you got?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's. I think there's no hiding anything in the NHL. Like, what's the big mystery that if you put a stick on Connor McDavid, the puck might fall off? Like,
to be fair,
anyone could have seen that before, and I just think they're playing well. And also, I don't think it worked as well for them in game 2 as it did game 1.
I think we're not playing well enough.
Sure.
I think if anything, there's probably some tendencies that he's telling his team about, like Connor has a tendency to do this or Liam has a tendency to do that. But like you have to go out and do it. Everybody knows that. But outside of that, like he hasn't been the coach for 3 years.
It's been a long time.
So
I'm going to preemptively say when we play Dallas that no, I don't think that Gulletson over there is having a reaction either.
what is interesting though, I was watching the Dallas series the other day. Their power play is very, very similar to the Oilers power play these days, which why wouldn't it be?
It is.
So
You know Wyatt Johnston, he scored 45 goals this year. 27 of them were on the power play. It's like 7 more than any other player in the league.
yeah, I saw that the other day during when the Wild lost in double OT because what's his name absolutely fucking yeeted the puck in the 30th row.
Off or whatever.
Like that wasn't just an over the glass. That was somebody got a souvenir in the upper deck.
that's why they put the nets up in the first place.
Yeah.
They were like, that's why they're still up here. You would have killed someone.
Finally, let's wrap it up with hot and cold performers. Who do we got here? Let's just go nationgear.ca. Nationgear.ca, that's where you can get the Let the Goalies Fight tee. You can go get our playoff oil up merch is up at nationgear.ca. So we'll do hot and cold performers for nationgear.ca. Cold performer of the week, we start with the birthday boy. What's wrong in your life over the last 7 days?
Well, this is pretty straightforward, isn't it? The rookie has been ass the last little bit.
It's pretty straightforward.
So I've been very disappointed with the writers of the show. Some of the characters, I don't want to hear about them anymore. And they've changed the intro song. So I don't really understand. I know. Like, we're on season 8 here, folks. Like, let's not try and reinvent the wheel. You have a masterpiece already. So that's for me, the rookie writers being ass.
I'm upset.
I am.
He's been a rookie a long time.
The rookies change, guys. It's not the same rookie. It's not just Nathan Fillion being the rookie.
Okay.
God.
I've never watched it. I don't know.
It's like Bart doesn't get any older.
It's right
Yeah, it's
there
true.
with Prison Break.
Yeah, Prison Break. He's back in again.
I keep getting out and then they put me right back in again.
No, my brother's in a different jail, so I'm going to go to that one. Rick, cold performer of the week.
I refuse to do the one that everybody else wants to talk about when you look outside the window, so I'm just going to go with the with game 2.
The dead bird.
Deadbird's gone.
Ronnie's desk. Yeah.
Does she know?
I'm dry aging it. 45 days, it'll be delicious.
God. You throw it on the ice.
At least it won't explode.
Yeah.
Dan, cold performer of the week.
It's just that the word gerrymandering has made its way into Canadian politics. It's ridiculous. We can't do that here. Gerrymandering gets my cold performer of the week. I also drink a beer at Rogers Place and I get crazy.
Who the fuck is that?
I have no idea who that is. My cold performer of the week is playoff spirit. Feel like it's a little dull. Could have something to do with the weather, but I think we all gotta start taking this shit a little more seriously. I feel like everyone was like, round 1.
Lock in.
Lock in. Start drinking beers. Start
Please.
having a good goddamn damn time. Start getting together with your friends.
Get your
go to
flags out.
bars. Get your
Yes.
car flags out.
Yes.
Fucking giddy up.
Yes.
Are you thrilled? I'm not.
How do you spell Mandarin?
Like the orange?
What's his name? What's your cold performer's name?
Gerrymandering?
Oh, how do you spell that?
That's one of the characters from VeggieTales.
Yes.
He's doing right wing grifting now.
GerryManDer.
I like how we're
ING.
on the podcast and Dan's gift to Liam for his birthday is teaching him what gerrymandering means.
It's not a person.
Gerrymandering.
It's not a
Oh, I
person.
thought it was
it's
a
not a person.
person.
It's a political term.
Oh,
you were saying
no wonder
somebody-
I've never heard of them.
I was like, who the fuck is gerrymandering?
I was trying to talk about politics without talking about politics, and that was amazing. It worked out perfectly. You learned something new.
Yeah,
We're not just here to entertain people. We're here to educate.
Wow.
gerrymandering. Gerrymandering. Is that right?
Yes.
Is a deliberate manipulation of electoral district boundaries to give one political party group An unfair advantage. Yeah, that's fair. It's a good co-performer, Dan.
Thank you. Jerry.
Stupid Jerry.
Not a big fan of that Mandarin.
Sounds like a TV show.
Tyler, what do you got? Cold performance.
I thought you were asking how do you spell
on
Mandarin. And I was going to say.
Did you already go?
Yeah, I said playoff spirit.
Oh, I gotta go then. This one's easy. Just, well, number one, weather, obviously, but fucking chicken guy, man. Like, your throw at that point in time in that game was the dumbest possible decision you could make. And I am a person who has been 20 out of 10 drunk in that building a million times and never thrown anything on the ice. It's annoying.
Boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Tyler getting a water shower. Wasn't that at the Blue or at the Prospects, or was it Riverhawks?
I got a shower?
Wasn't that clip? The oh boy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Gatorade bath.
Yeah, that was funny.
All right, reversing the order. Tyler, you're up. Hot form of the week.
The Utah Mammoth, they do a lot of stuff really, really well as a franchise. So they're obviously the neighboring state to Nevada, which means when the Golden Knights became a team, a lot of people who live in Utah who didn't have a hockey team to root for became Vegas Golden Knights fans. Obviously, flash forward a few years, now Utah has their own team. So their owner is running a promotion that if you bring in your Golden Knights jersey to the team shop today ahead of their first ever playoff game in Utah, they will exchange it for free for a Utah jersey for you. And there are thousands of people lined up at the arena to do it. So I think that's pretty cool. Shout out to the Utah Mammoth and their owner, Ryan Smith.
Woo! Friday, baby! Yeah, let's celebrate Friday! Woo!
It's such a good promo, and it's great trolling, and it's great sportsmanship, and it's awesome.
And turnabout is fair play. The Vegas Golden Knights did that to the Coyotes fans after they left. So the Utah franchise is just trying to take a little bit of the expansion franchise fandom there.
I dig it. Dan, hot performer of the week.
My hot performer of the week is going to go to two movies that were announced coming out. The launch of Super Troopers 3.
So excited.
And Spaceballs 2, I guess it would be technically.
People have been waiting.
The other one, yes. The people have been waiting. Those two movies are going to be amazing. I think it's just so much fun sometimes when you get comedy sequels. So those two movies get my hot performer of the week.
The big guy is smoking hot.
I'm super pumped for Super Troopers 3. The trailer looks unreal.
Unbelievable stuff.
Rick, hot performer of the week.
Just playoff hockey. It makes it real fun to go out there and out to your local establishment. It's a lot of fun out there right now. Get out there and have some fun. Drink some beers.
Go support your local spot.
Yeah.
Pour it on!
Birthday boy, hot performer of the week.
Hot performer of the week. It's been a good week, but I will go with my fiance got me floor tickets to go and see Jimmy Carr.
I love Jimmy Carr.
Yeah.
When's he in town?
September 25th or something like that. So that's pretty wicked. I love Jimmy Carr, so I'm really excited to go see him. I am on the floor.
Ooh, I'm going to look for tickets for Jimmy Carr too. I want to go.
Put some respect on my name.
I've seen him twice. He's hilarious.
I've never seen him, but I love his shows.
He's so good.
Excited.
My hot performer of the week, I'm going to give some love to Lance Kane. I haven't seen an update in the last 57 minutes now that the helicopter is gone. So, you know what? He's out there grinding, folks. He's spent almost a full 24 hours in a car. That was actually a contest I wanted to do for the nation at one point, and he's just living his life on his way to work. So, Lance Kane, a little love for you, my friend. Stay strong.
Studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
I can't stop thinking about his hair.
I just love the idea that he's rolling into work like that.
Yeah, he's Lance. He beats by the beat of his own drum.
Real quick, score prediction time. Game 3 on deck, and then we'll go to Game 4 as well. Tyler, you got Game 3 and then Game 4.
3-1 in Game 3, and in Game 4, they will win 5-4 in overtime.
You say 3-1 because I have over 3.5 goals, but it's my birthday. Could
Don't
you say 4-1?
I had a dream, saw it in a vision. Reese, do you got a piss or something, dog? Just go. We'll take our time on the score predictions, buddy. He was walking around.
He really wants to get a score prediction.
This is the end, Reese.
Nah, let him go.
He's bursting.
At least you shut the door.
I will predict a 4-3 victory for the Game 3. And then in Game 4, I will say it's going to be a 5-2 win.
4-1 tonight. 5-2 on Sunday. Or the other day.
Get out for Reese.
I'm not good at that part.
Really sound.
Trying to slow it down.
3 tonight.
What? Sorry, what was the first number?
6.
6-3.
SIX.
tonight.
Birthday
Tomorrow,
6 for Liam.
Game 4. I will say it'll be a bit of a closer matchup. The Oilers will win 4-3 in overtime.
I think game 3 tonight, the Ducks, young, first playoff game at home for a lot of them. They're going to feel the pressure of that. I'm going to go 5-2 win for the Oilers tonight. And then on Sunday, I will say another 5-2. I'm going to go back to back.
Why not?
Rooster, you're dehydrated. What's your score predictions? 4-2 tonight, 6-2 on Sunday.
Bonus prediction, power play goal in the first period for the Oilers tonight. Squash the narrative early.
All right.
And in the third.
Me three. Oh, we're just handing out bonuses here now?
Can you put that
on the
down
bonus.
for me?
Yeah, I want the bonus points.
For 1 and 3.
I'm not going to take it.
There you have it, everybody. Friday episode in the books. Enjoy the games this weekend. Go support a business. Get out of your house. Put your car flags up. Let's go, Oilers.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.